Well, Houston City Council meeting today to get new equipment to slow the spread of the virus and keep testing sites up and running.
And that's not all. City officials also discussing the impact the virus is having to the city budget. Channel 2's Kathy Hernandez joining us now live from downtown Houston with what came out of today's meeting. Kathy, good morning.
Good morning. The city received millions of dollars in federal money, but right now the mayor says it won't help with what he's calling the worst budget in the city's history. And right now, Mayor Turner is speaking at a press conference. We want to take a listen.
A couple of you can come and stand up here. It's important for us to show our strong support on this initiative. Just space out, but yeah. Coronavirus has hit us on multiple levels, but when it comes to domestic violence, we are facing a rise in domestic violence. And so today, I'm proud to have with us the Mayor Pro Tem is present, Dave Martin, the Vice Mayor Pro Tem, Martha Castek Tatum. Of course, right behind me is Councilmember Abby Kamen. You'll be hearing from her shortly. Councilmember Cisneros, Carla Cisneros, Councilmember Evan Shabazz, Councilmember Plummer, Councilmember Peck, Councilmember Alcorn, Councilmember Pollard, Councilmember Thomas. Did I leave out anyone? And then this particular topic and press conference has more of our city council members standing on this topic than anyone that we have had, which in many ways symbolizes the importance of this issue. And then, of course, we have Houston Police Chief Acevedo, who is here. COVID-19 impact has been felt by the most vulnerable among us in Houston, and this includes trafficking and domestic violence victims. I also want to acknowledge the Mayor's Special Assistant on Human Trafficking, Mino Patel Davis. Where's Mino? Mino Patel Davis. And you're going to be hearing from my director from the director of the Houston Area Women's Center, Emily, very shortly. COVID-19 impact has been felt by the most vulnerable amongst us in Houston, and this includes trafficking and domestic violence victims. We know reports of domestic violence have increased as victims are homebound with their abusers. We implemented the Stay Home, Work Safe order to encourage social distancing and to save lives. But we understand that home is not always safe for everyone. The Houston Police Department has reported that domestic violence calls are up 8.72% in March from the prior month. And this jump is similar to the jump we saw in 2019. Today, we know some victims may feel helpless and not have a viable way to get out of a dangerous environment. And I want to thank the media, all of you, for being here, for spreading this message far and broad. And for people who are watching this morning, we want them to know that you are not in your situation alone. We are pleased to announce a partnership with the Houston Area Women's Center. Emily Whitehurst, where's Emily? These masks. Emily Whitehurst and Harris County Domestic Violence Coordinating Council to raise awareness and to provide help to potential victims. First, I want to announce a generous donation from Uber, represented by Jerry Brooks today. Thank you, Jerry. Uber. The ride-sharing company has announced a $50,000 grant to the city and will provide free rides for two populations. This support alleviates a challenge domestic violence and human trafficking survivors face in performing simple tasks like going to the store or seeking help. And I want to acknowledge Jerry Brooks, who represents Uber, for the generous gift. Your generosity expands our previously executed human trafficking COVID-19 response and will help with the new domestic violence response we are announcing today. With all of this in mind, we are announcing an awareness campaign so survivors of domestic violence know that the service providers are open, ready to help, and taking COVID-19 precautions. And as I mentioned, we are partnering with the Houston Area Women's Center and Harris County Domestic Violence Coordinating Council. Starting tomorrow, you will see on the city's social media sites safety tips, a hotline number to call, and some videos from Houston Dash players who are partnering with us on this initiative. We will be leveraging OEM, the Office of Emergency Management Messaging Delivery Systems, to issue texts that are aligned with this messaging. We are partnering with the Houston Food Bank to place domestic violence resource flyers in distributed boxes and bags. HEB is assisting with printing large volumes of flyers for distribution. And finally, the city and additional stakeholders are addressing the need for short-term hotel lodging since shelters must reduce their populations to allow for social distancing. The message is very clear. The coronavirus, COVID-19, does not give anyone permission to engage in domestic violence. You do not have permission. The Stay Home, Work Safe order does not give you permission to engage in domestic violence. And to those who are at home, who are the victims of domestic violence, we want you to know in very clear terms that you are not standing alone. We are with you, we support you, and we want to do everything we can to make sure you know you do not have to live in that situation. So just know that we're with you, not just in prayers, but in actions alone. With that, let me turn it over now to Councilmember Kamen for her statements.
Thank you, Mayor.
Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner talking about the city's new partnership with the Houston Area Women's Center to combat domestic violence in our area. Domestic violence reports in the month of March, according to Mayor Turner, up more than 8%. We will continue streaming this news conference for you on our website, click2houston.com.